please do not submit music to listings that you're not interested in actually signing music to.
It seems ridiculous.
This happens often.
Yeah, it seems ridiculous, but I know from having many other friends that own libraries that it happens all the time. Tell us, like, how that goes down. What's that phone call or email exchange like when you get a piece of music, reach out to somebody because you like it and you'd like to sign it, and they say?
Well, this happens most often with artists, so we're trying to sign a song non-exclusively with them. They know that the terms are non-exclusive. It was in the listing. And then we send the agreement. We explain how our terms work. So we take all the time, and then we don't hear back from them. And then eventually we ask again, so are you still interested, or do you have questions about the agreement? And they go, well, I don't think this is going to work for me. And then they say something to the effect, either my... could be that their lawyer recommended that they shouldn't give away any of the publishing, so that's one whole conversation in itself. Could be that they have a manager that thinks it's not a good idea, or in a lot of cases it seems like they're holding off for potentially a label deal, which if that's the case, they shouldn't have submitted to a music licensing deal in the first place. They should just submit to listings that are going to labels. So yeah, there's a variety of things that can happen in those conversations. So that's another thing that I would recommend, because it just wastes people's time. And it's totally fine if they're holding out for the label deal, then they should wait for that. But I think they're kind of on the fence and they're not sure, so they pepper their submission across multiple listings that seem like their music will work for, and they may end up getting a call from a company like ours, and then it's just a waste of time for everybody.
I think sometimes people just so badly want to be acknowledged that what they're doing is good, and that they submit it to something, like you said, submitting it to a film and TV opportunity versus a label opportunity. I wonder if they think, oh, well, when they hear my music, they'll see how incredibly wonderful it is, and they'll just open up the pearly gates for me and call somebody they know on the record side of the industry and say, hey, I got this for a movie I'm working on, but you should really sign this artist to your label. That's like the only thing I can possibly imagine that would make people submit a song to a film or TV listing when they're really after a record deal. It just...
Yeah, I'm not sure. But the sad thing is that, ironically, these days a lot of label deals happen because of film and TV sync or ads or whatever. So it would be in their best interest to get a sync deal with somebody and end up with that song on a popular TV show. And then all of a sudden they get discovered by an audience, including potentially a label who then offers them a deal. But it's that feeling, I guess, of being very precious of the one particular song, when in reality that's just one chapter of your life. And if you signed another deal with a label, then you could create brand new songs with that label and really launch your career.